Well, as a pastor, I'm always looking for partners in ministry that I can refer people to when they're dealing with issues that need more intentional focus on specific things or obstacles that they're dealing with in their life. But I'm not eager just to refer people to traditional counseling, which centers its attention on the problem or the obstacle itself and tends to teach people behavior changes to cope with the issue. What I've really enjoyed about Grace Ministries is they'll come alongside individuals and help them not only deal with what they're walking through, the specifics of their circumstance, but we'll take a look at who God has made them to be in order to deal with those circumstances. So it's not just about changing behavior, it's about allowing God to transform life, to transform perspective and priorities, and for Him to be the source of empowerment to walk through whatever circumstances. The advanced training offers an incredible hands-on approach that's not just for pastors or counselors or people in professional ministry, but it's really geared at any individual who wants to be contagious with the incredible grace that we've discovered in Christ. One of the ways that the Institute impacted me on a very personal level had to do with kind of a final project that is part of the Institute. There's an opportunity to sort of gather together all these things we've learned about not being performance-driven and not being reliant upon our own efforts, but truly trusting God and totally surrendering everything to Him and sort of putting that together in a practical way. And as I attempted to do that, I realized I was bringing performance-driven perspectives to a project about not being performance-driven. And it was an exciting time for me. It became a great moment for God and I to spend one-on-one time processing all that I've learned and realizing just how subtle and insidious the enemy is in deceiving us to try and cope with life and meet our own needs through our own efforts. As if we can say that God is real and I can rely upon God, but then we end up relying upon ourselves. And God really used that experience to push me to an understanding that it's in even the littlest things I can totally trust Him. And it's exactly what it needs to be. That God's going to use even the things that are exciting and fun or the things that are heartbreaking and painful to shape me and mold me to be a more clear reflection of Him and His character in me.